Well, hey folks, Brian here. Welcome back to Wax Trash Treasures. Nice to see you. Nice to be seen. What you're looking at here is a 2024 blaster box of Donruss Baseball. Now, Donruss is a Panini product. You can see the Panini logo right there. This is pajama cards, right? Like no MLB team names. Donruss and Panini don't have the MLBPA license, so no MLBPA members, although Bobby Witt Jr. is in here because he's not a member. And, this is a pretty... This is this can be viewed as just a fun rip because you need to rip kind of product. But I also want to use this as a hinge or a pivot or an entry or however you want to frame it into having really a meaningful discussion about Topps and Fanatics baseball. This box comes from a set that has, what does it have? 200 base cards in the set. If we include all of the insert sets that you're likely to pull, so excluding Optic, including the good wood or whatever the hell they call it, including the Donruss throwbacks and all that, we're looking at a set of 400 cards. Donruss, I think, is probably most comparable to Topps Bowman. Topps Bowman has a base set of 100 cards. It's got another 150 prospect cards. Donruss, by the way, is 100 cards and 100 prospect cards. You are looking at, for Bowman, you're also looking at all of the insert sets. Those tack on another 250 cards for the likely to pull inserts. So we're looking at 500 versus 400 in terms of the set sizes for, again, likely to be pulled. So I'm excluding Chrome, I'm excluding Optic, I'm excluding autos. This box of Donruss cards cost me $24.99 before tax. A similar box of Bowman costs $29.99, or is it $34.99? Either way, that $34.99 will only make the math worse. There are 90 cards in this box. There are 72 cards in a box of Bowman. If I were to look at this from a clearly collector's perspective, it's time for us to have that conversation about whether Fanatics is actually producing cards for collectors anymore. This has 20% more cards for 60% or 80% of the cost for a smaller set, one that I am more likely to be able to assemble, again, excluding the optics and the autos, a set that I am likely to be able to assemble from retail. That is just an absolute horrible message for Fanatics to send to collectors, to parents, to young hobbyists, to people who just want to collect for the sake of collecting. Bowman and Donruss both have the same basic lineup of players involved. Donruss, because they have 50 fewer prospects, may actually be a little more choosy about who they include. And I just have to say, it's incredibly frustrating to watch Fanatics grow in price the way that they are without really growing in quality or growing in the collectability of the set. Now, that said, I have this box for more reasons than just to bitch about Fanatics. I'd also like to open it and see what's inside. This is my first box of Donruss. I haven't opened any of them yet before. I'd like to do that now, so let's go ahead and do that. I've got my X-Acto knife here. I'm going to pierce the plastic and strip it off, and I'm probably going to use this box to store the cards until I find a set box that I'm not using someplace else. There are not a lot of those in my house because I'm collecting a lot of sets. This pack, or this box, oh, look at that. I got a little magnetic sticker so that they can be sure I don't steal this from Target. For what it's worth, Donruss also includes at least one memorabilia or autograph card in every blaster box. My guess is it's going to be a mem card. My guess is it's going to be a prospect mem card. My guess is it's going to be not game used because Fanatics is just like that. So let's see if any of these feel thicker than the other. I think this one might be the thicker one, but we'll see when we get there. We'll play a little game. But let's see what's in here. Every one of these boxes also has a certain number of blaster exclusive parallels. There's the On Fire, the orange laser, and the purple laser parallel. And there we go. There is an orange laser right on the inside. Kyle T. Oh, and this is not orange laser. I take it back. This is the orange Starburst, numbered out of 299. All right, well, that's a great start. Here we go. So here is a Donruss Mark McGwire card. Check that out. That's pretty cool. Everybody loves Mark McGwire. You got a George Brett in the optics. So they do include the optics in the packs. That's good to know. And here's, this is it. Jersey Kings Tommy Troy. Not numbered, but this is my Jersey Kings. So this is my memorabilia insert. So cool, look at that. We already got, I think, probably all the best cards that are in the box already right away. All right, so let's see. Donruss's set, again, 200 cards. You have 100 base cards and then 100 prospect cards. So our base cards are going to be primarily retired guys, no team logos, because, again, Donruss doesn't have those rights. But let's see who we got. So we got Ozzie Smith, Wizard of Oz. We got Gavin Williams, Jim Thome, David Wright, who should have been a Hall of Famer if his back had been willing to cooperate. I got Nolan Ryan in a terribly blurry photo. I got Roger Clemens, a Junior Caminero, who is in the majors, so must not be an MLBPA member. Is he a prospect card? Nope. Edward Julian, Phil Rizzuto, and 2 rated prospect cards. I got Samuel Zavala and Miguel Blias. There you go. Let's go ahead and set those there. Well, it doesn't matter what pack this is, so let's keep on going. All right, this must be the orange laser, I guess. It's hard to tell with Donruss really what their inserts really are, because they also don't label them, and they have so damn many of them because Panini is bad at that. All right, so we got Austin Wells. Go ahead and put that there. I got Francisco Alvarez. I got a Bob Gibson card. Cool. Everybody loves Bob Gibson. That's my optic. And then here we go. I got Bartolo Colon, the big sexy. Zach Nito. Got Ricky Henderson. Ricky loves Ricky. Nick Gonzalez. Tim Wakefield, rest in peace. George Sisler, who doesn't get a lot of name recognition, but was a fantastic baseball player and a pretty decent person, too. Ken Griffey Jr., Robin Yount, Yuri Perez. Here's Ellie De La Cruz, not a rookie card, not a prospect card. And then in the prospects, I got James Wood and Ivan Melendez. Keep on keeping on. We'll start it on this end. Oh, come on, guys. Come on. Donruss, you're better than that. Ellie De La Cruz. Larry Walker, my wife's favorite player. Jackie Robinson. We got Colton Cowser, a nice green shirt there. Heston Kierstad, who has a great name. Here's the big hurt, Frank Thomas. Scott Rowland, Hall of Famer. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Anybody who says otherwise misreads what Hall of Fame means. I got Emerson Hancock. I got Waino. Sammy Sosa. And then the prospects, we're looking at Jackson Churio and Yohandy Morales. And let's see, we got Optic is Daniel Espino in a prospect card. And Brandon Fott and Rod Carew, who just now got his American citizenship. So congratulations, Rod Carew. I hope you cast your vote for whomever you wish to in the next election in which you are permitted to vote. Abner Uribe. Here's Cal Ripken, Jr., not Senior. Ivan Rodriguez. Jay Buhner. Here's Bob Gibson, Strikeout King. Joe Jackson. Mike Schmidt. Andy Rodriguez. Brooks Robinson, Hall of Famer as well. Noelvi Marte. And Dalton Rushing prospect and an Owen Murphy. And a Jay Buhner in the Optic. And Max Muncy, the prospect, not the athletics player. And Sal Frelick in the whatever the hell format that is. I really have no idea what parallel that is. I can only assume that's the orange laser, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, I got another fun-looking card there in the back. Tomoyuki Sugano. Got Mickey Mantle, A-Rod, Willie McCovey, who has a cove named after him. Cool Papa Bell, played for the Homestead Grays. George Brett, Henry Davis, Bobby Witt Jr., again, not a MLBPA member, so he can appear on Donruss and other Panini brand cards. Bobby Valentine, without his mustache and glasses. Joe Torre. There's Reggie Crawford and Brady House in my prospects. AJ Smith Shawver. This is a laser, I guess. This is a laser parallel. Again, I have no idea what the hell Panini is doing. And then Jordan Westberg. And we'll finish up with one last pack. I gotta say, Donruss has got it going on with all of the parallels. Like, this makes this... So, all right, so if that's the orange laser in the Optic, which I guess it is, right? This is the on-fire. I literally got no idea. All right, I'll have to look at some pictures. That's really the only way to understand this stuff from Panini. Noelvi Marte, Bartolo Colon, Zach Nito, Ricky, Nick Gonzalez. All right, we've already got this whole damn pack. Come on. All right, so this is one thing that Panini does really badly. I've mentioned this before in passing, but here you can see it in action. Panini uses identical batching within their card packs as they assemble cards. So their collation includes identical batch patterns. So if you get one card the same in one of their packs, you're probably going to get all of the cards the same. And we can see that here with Ken Griffey Jr., Robin Yount, Yuri Perez, Daniel Espino, and Miles Naylor in my prospects. All right, here's my other, I guess, orange laser. Robbie Snelling in the optic. And we got only one real insert here, excluding the optics, of course, and the Unleashed, and that's Elion Soto. And we're going to end with Nick Lofton, Kansas City, which a great, I love minor league jerseys. I really do. All right, so here's the deal. And I mentioned this going in. This is a collector's set, right? Like, this is a set designed for people who want to collect cards. And I say that because this is a set at the exclusion of value. You are not going to find a particularly valuable card in 2024 Donruss. You're not. They're not going to pop. It's not going to happen. Those cards simply do not exist. But this is a pretty fun rip. I got a ton of parallels. I got some optics. Everybody likes optic, right? I got this fun little Jersey King thing for Tommy Troy. I hope he amounts to something, if only for his own sake, if not for mine. And I got a fairly limited number of inserts. This is a set that's designed to be assembled, I think, at the retail level. That's the feeling I get from Panini. That's the feeling I get from this set. And again, that flies in the face of everything that Topps has turned Bowman into, and even their flagship product, for the same reason, right? The flagship, too many cards, too many inserts, too expensive for the number of cards. The per card cost is too high. It's just not there. With Donruss, and I made this mistake last year, and I corrected it last year, and I'm going to say it again this year. Donruss, I think, is a much better product than people are giving it credit for. It's certainly a much better product than I gave it credit for. And I got to tell you, go out and buy a box, and I think you'll have a little more fun than you think you will. That's my 2 cents. Don't forget, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Have you bought Donruss products last year or this year? What did you think of them? How did they come across to you? Did you have as much fun with them as frankly, I just did, because this was a lot of fun to rip? I sure hope so. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.